Jake's contract was done quick. That's rare. Now, how Jim likes to operate, and I usually am the one that says it to the agents is, hey, during the season, if we're going to negotiate, which we did, with Lindell. Lindell was done. This last extension was done in training camp. Pavelski, Hintz is the last 8-year deal, and then Jake. All those that were done during the season, we usually make it pretty clear to the agent, let's get a deal done and get it done quickly, or let's not. And we're not forcing anybody into doing anything, but they've got games to play.
You know why?
Yep.
No distractions.
No distractions. He's right. And so that's
favorite saying.
That's it. Well, and he's right, 100%. When you're playing, you don't want your contract hanging over you, no matter how big or small the numbers are, right? So that's one thing that's come from Jim. The agents are they agree usually on that's one thing they
Does that give you leverage? Your side leverage?
No, it doesn't necessarily give us leverage. It just makes it go by quicker. So like Thomas Harley is a good example of one we did in the summer. I knew that was going to take forever. Those are going to take forever. Jason Robertson, those are going to take forever. There's no pressure points. When there's no pressure points in a negotiation, they're not going to get to their real numbers. And in defense of them, I'm probably not going to, and Jim and we're not going to get to our real numbers. Yeah. So now when training camp's coming up, or with Robertson, regular season games are coming up. Now you start getting these pressure points, and guess what starts happening? We start talking real numbers, and they start talking real numbers. So I guess the one thing it does do, Luds, I don't know about it's leverage, but you do get to real numbers quickly when you're negotiating during the season with all these guys.
So when it's coming in during the season, for the most part, that's already been done for the most part in training camp or summer, because you don't want to be, for example, if there's one that's announced in November, December, that's probably most of those talks already happened before the season started.
No,
for you guys.
No. I'm saying that if you're getting a guy done like we did with Jake in November, those are happening quick. So Jake, I can't remember the date.
You're not going to have a long drawn out process.
It's not going to be a long drawn out like it was with Harley or Robertson, because those were in the off season, right? And so, you're on vacation, they're on vacation. There's no games being played. There's no real pressure points. And so, as anybody would know, negotiation 101, you need pressure points in order to negotiate, right? To kind of accelerate it on both sides.
And you mentioned Oettinger. What a difference between how you guys got his new deal versus how Boston and Jeremy Swayman did his deal, and the timing and the distractions and all that. You guys were the antithesis of that.
Yeah, and I don't know what went into the Swayman contract negotiations, nor do I want. Really, it's not really.
A lot of it was public.
A lot of it was public. But with Jake, I think we felt like, you're our guy. This guy just got done in Swayman. We're not going to try and say, hey, will you take a little less to stay? Let's just give him that number and see if we can get it done quickly. Ben Hankinson is Jake's agent. He did a great job on the contract. I was going to say, I think the contract got done, and I might be wrong on dates, October 28th. I think those conversations started on October 26th.
Wow.
So it was like a 2-day thing of just like, this is what it is. We think it's Swayman's deal. I think so too. Okay, let's work on the structure and figure